Hello, everybody. Brek Maxon here, Business and Finance Advisor with the Native American Development Center. Just want to welcome you here today for checking out our video. Today we are spotlighting the Smart with My Money folks over at nd.gov. We have with us Ms. Rachel LaForce, who's going to be talking about the program, the website, and all the good things that they're doing over there to help our individual consumers with their credit cards and bank accounts, how to stay out of trouble. So we need that. We need people like them to help people, all of us included. You know, sometimes we get a little funny or happy with our credit cards or bank accounts, and we just gotta be mindful of our spending and whatnot. So she's gonna talk about the website today. But before we dive into that, I just real quick want to just let everybody know, if you're a first timer here to our videos or spotlights, we are located over here in Bismarck, 2403 East Thayer Avenue, the Native American Development Center, and our sister center, Native Inc. On our side of things here, NADC, I work with a lot of our Native individuals and families, helping them with their consumer issues, their credit, budgeting, and things of that nature. If you need any help, just give us a call here at the center. I also work with our aspiring Native entrepreneurs, helping them put together their business plans, just talking about entrepreneurship in general with them and what we can do on our side. And the one nice, neat thing that we also can do with our entrepreneurs, we have a micro enterprise loan up to $20,000. So if you have an idea, and if we work together on your business plan, we submit it to our loan committee, we can turn your idea into actual reality, possibly. So, and I would be remiss without mentioning here also for our individuals that are seeking credit help, we have a credit builder loan up to $3,000. It's a kind of a reconsolidation of debt. If it's a fit for you, we may be able to help you in that regard as well. So just give me a call if you have any questions at all, 701-712-7284, and I'll be happy to visit with you. All our services are free. We can visit over the phone, email, Zoom calls, Teams, or you can just stop on by the center here, as I mentioned, right here in Bismarck. So with that, so back to Smart with My Money, Rachel. I guess, you know, I before we started here, I'd mentioned that I had during the big rollout, I'd hopped on, and I had to say I was really impressed with what you guys are doing over there. I really liked the interactiveness of it, you know, and it just felt like, oh, you know, it's not just like, you know, visiting a regular website. Well, you look around and whatever. I liked it how, you know, you can actually get in there and learn a few things, and it's a really seems like a really good teacher. So, and it's real world and it's engaging, and I think that's important, especially for our young people who may not think, you know, hey, this is a big deal. This is something really important, you know, whether you're in high school or, you know, you're graduating into college. I remember my first credit card when I went to college, only a $300 balance or a limit. But as a kid, you know, it didn't take long. It didn't take long. So yes. So with that, I'll just I'll turn it over to you, Rachel. You can introduce yourself and then just dive on in. Give us a deep dive of this website.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be with you here today. And just like you were talking about, you know, all of those personal finance, financial literacy topics are so important. So that's really kind of what I'm here for today. As you said earlier, my name is Rachel LaForce, and I work at Bank of North Dakota within our education market. So I get to go out and do presentations just like this one fairly often, just trying to help educate people on resources that are out there for them when it comes to, you know, planning for college or planning for their personal financial goals. So that's really kind of what we're gonna go ahead and talk about a little bit today. So I'm just gonna share my screen really quickly. I have a nice quick presentation that I'm going to run through with you all today that's really just discussing the importance of learning about personal finance and why it's so important to be discussing some of these topics so that you can really set yourself up for a good, strong financial future. And then we'll kind of wrap it all up with talking about our new Smart With My Money platform, which we're really excited that we were able to launch this year. So jumping right on into things here. Like I said, I work at Bank of North Dakota, which is a state of North Dakota agency. And really at the heart of what we do at the state of North Dakota is just try and empower people. We want to help improve the lives of North Dakota citizens and really inspire success in our citizens. And so one of the ways that we're doing that is by showcasing this really great financial wellness resource because we think it just aligns really seamlessly with those points of our mission to really be able to just, ensure a brighter financial future for everyone in North Dakota. So when we're talking about personal finance, why is that so important? And what does that look like at different ages and depending on where you're at in your life? So just got some really quick stats here for you all. Really across the board, we know that financial literacy is a challenge for individuals of all ages. Obviously older generations have maybe had a little more life experience. And so as a result, they maybe have slightly better financial skills. But overall, across the board, when you're looking at these numbers, they're too low. We want you to be really confident in your financial skills, really, have that knowledge to help you out in whatever avenue of life that you're in. So when we were kind of looking at these numbers and just seeing how people feel about financial literacy and their financial skills, that's really kind of where we knew that we needed to do something here in North Dakota just to make sure that everyone is at a good place. And so when we're talking about financial literacy and, the impact of financial literacy, we know it's really significant. On average, Americans are losing over $1,800 annually just due to little financial misunderstandings. And I know I have those misunderstandings myself very often. When you're just not educated on something, it's really easy to potentially make a poor choice. And unfortunately, your finances might suffer a little bit as a result of that. We've also found that 77% of Americans are financially anxious just because they're not sure what decisions they should be making with their finances because they don't have that good base level education. And then in also talking with our young people, we found that a good portion of our teens are looking for more personal financial education as they're, entering their adult life. They really want to make sure that they're set up for success. So we know that people are, looking for that financial education, but they're not really sure where to turn. A good portion of Americans don't have a trusted financial source of guidance. And so again, that's kind of where we were like, we can kind of hopefully step into that gap and help with that issue and really be that trusted source for you that you know that you can come to when you have financial questions. Just a few more quick stats here on why it's so important to be educated on financial matters. 63% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And that's, affecting a really good chunk of our population. And so with this initiative, our financial literacy initiative, we're really just aiming to help break that cycle and really empower individuals to take control of their financial well-being. And again, we know that not everyone is facing financial literacy challenges. Everyone has a different level of education and knowledge. Everyone's at a different point in their financial journey. But overall, it does really play a persistent role in the lives of many Americans. And kind of the funny thing about that is, surprisingly, 71% of Americans believe that they possess high financial literacy, that they really have a good knowledge base. However, when testing some of those same people that were questioned, the tests revealed that actually around 30 to 55% have that knowledge. And so there's really kind of a significant gap in where people think they're at versus where they're actually at. And so, like I said, we took all of that knowledge, that stats, and we said, we here with the state of North Dakota, we really want to help with that. And so we are committed to making North Dakota the most financially literate state in the nation. And to help with that, we launched a brand new platform this spring, in April, actually, smartwithmymoney.nd.gov. So if you're watching this today, feel free to take a moment and just scan that QR code. It'll bring you to the website, or just go ahead and type on in smartwithmymoney.nd.gov. It is a completely free platform. You will the first time you access it, you will create an account and log in, but completely free. All of your data and personal info is very secure. It is not being shared or sold or used to market anything to you. It's just that you're able to have your own personal account, which is wonderful. And you'll see that as we kind of talk through this platform, it's because we're able to personalize everything for you then. So this platform offers a really wide variety of content. We have over 34 different courses on different topics. So everything from buying a car to getting out of credit card debt to understanding student loans to creating a basic budget. Really kind of all topics surrounding financial literacy. There's probably a course related to that topic with pre and post assessments, so you can kind of understand how your knowledge has changed after you've taken the course. It covers, like I said, 124 different topics with over 2,800 pieces of content. So there's articles that you can read, videos to watch, different tools. We understand that everyone learns in a different way. And so we wanted to make sure that we put lots of different options out there for you to be able to learn the way that works best for you. And so far, we found really great success with this program. Those who, we did a little survey of those who were consistently using this platform from about a 2-year stretch, or January 2020 to December of 2021. And as you can see on the screen there, overall, people who are using the platform saw a significant decrease in financial stress, a significant increase in people who were able to build up a 3-month emergency fund, and then also an increase in individuals that were able to pay off their credit card in full every single month. Because they were using this platform, gaining those financial skills, that financial knowledge that then they could actually apply to real life situations in their life that positively affected them. And just kind of quickly, some more stats here about that kind of test group that we surveyed to kind of get some of those stats. And again, we just found that significant increase in where they were at with their financial skills and how they were able then to apply that to real life situations. Like I said, with those topics and the content that we have on this platform, a really wide variety, because we wanted to make sure that this platform would be relevant to you in whatever stage of life you're at. So, anywhere from our teenagers who are just learning basic budgeting skills and financial goals, all the way through life into retirement, and maybe, doing some estate planning. So there's something out there for everyone, regardless of where you're at, what part of your life journey you're in, and where you're at with your financial journey. Something out there for everybody. Now, I mentioned the first time you log in, you'll create an account that will be personalized to you. And once I wrap up with this presentation here, I'm actually going to do a quick little demo of the website and the platform for you so you can really see what that looks like. But because everyone has their own account and their own login, that means that we're actually able to personalize the content for you, and give you, the resources, the topics that are most relevant to you in your life and where you're at right now, which makes it a really cool learning resource. So that means the very first time you log in, you'll take a really quick wellness checkup that just asks kind of some basic questions about, where you're at. In your life, how you feel about certain financial topics. Do you feel confident in your current budgeting skills, or is that something you might want some help with? That sort of thing. And it takes that survey then, and actually is able to recommend relevant topics, relevant content to you. One of the other things that you'll do the first time you log in is take a money personality test. And I think this was the thing that was most interesting to me the first time I used the platform. It's because everyone, views money a little bit differently and has, different spending habits, different ways that they want to save or not save. And that really all comes down to your money personality. And so this test that you take the first time you log in is going to ask a bunch of different questions about, your spending habits, your saving habits, what's most important to you. And based on that, it's going to explain your money personality to you. So, if you're maybe married and ever wondered, why you and your spouse butt heads all the time on, household finances, or whether or not, you should buy that new TV for the house, it probably comes down to the two of you having opposite money personalities. And so having this explained is really interesting because it breaks down why your spending habits and your financial habits are the way that they are. So we'll run through that little demo in a minute here as well. But overall, there's, like I said, something out there for everyone on this platform. So we've got all of those practical tools, those courses. We've also got kind of a holistic approach to financial literacy as well, if that's something that you're interested on, where there are guided meditations that are part of this platform that'll kind of help you walk through a meditation on different financial topics. There are guided journaling sessions to help you kind of self-reflect on your financial habits, your spending habits, what's important to you. You can also take a stress score test to really kind of figure out, where you're at with your finances. Is this something that's causing you stress, or are you feeling pretty confident in where you're at? So all of this will be personalized for you, which is really cool. And then we also have a wide variety of hands-on tools. So you can either, read about it, watch videos about it, or you can actually apply these tools to your own life. Where, for example, if you want to do a budget sheet, you can click into that tool and it will walk you through the whole creation of your personal budget. Well, you will be able to put in, your actual numbers, what your salary is, your monthly bills, what you're spending on groceries in a week, and really be able to personalize that. So different tools like that budget sheet, credit card pay down, credit score estimate, lots of those real life hands-on tools that are available for you as well. So before I jump over into that demo, again, it's just smartwithmymoney.nd.gov, completely free resource for you. And we encourage you to start using it. Use it on a regular basis. The more often you're in there actually accessing these tools, courses, the bigger benefit it's going to be for you as you kind of travel on your financial journey. So with that, I'm gonna stop sharing that screen and jump right on over into this demo here. Give me just a quick sec to get logged in.
You have to say, my experience during the rollout, yeah, it was very interactive and it makes you want to come back to the website. Just there's just a myriad of things to do in there. So absolutely, I will definitely impress this on my clients. Hopefully I won't put myself out of a job, but still, it definitely an awesome tool. I did a budget with a couple yesterday, just on an Excel spreadsheet, and they got to see, firsthand what's going on with their budget. They had never really done one before, so it was kind of an eye opener for them. They looked at each other and like nodding their heads and then maybe not nodding their heads on certain things. And so, yeah, definitely. I definitely would recommend this website out there to any individuals or families, people that are having some money challenges, um, by all means. So on with the show, Rachel. Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So I went ahead and logged in to my test account here. So let's see over here, Test McTesterson is the individual that we're working with here today. So the very first time that you access this website, like I said, you'll create your account, you'll go through the login process, create a username and password. So I already did that, got logged in. So this is kind of the dashboard that you're looking at then. And as I said, it's all very personalized for you. So on your dashboard, you have priority tasks that it lays out for you. So things that you can click into and do that'll help personalize the rest of the platform for you. Now, the very first time you log in, you'll see a nice little pop-up that will kind of prompt you to go ahead and take that financial wellness checkup. I accidentally clicked out of the pop-up, but if you do the same thing, you can just go over here on the left-hand side to checkup, overview, and then right here, you'll be able to take the financial wellness checkup. So I'll just really quickly walk you through that so you can see how easy and quick it is. This year that it's asking you to put in, again, none of your personal info is shared or sold. This is just another way to kind of be able to help personalize it to you as it figures out, are you a teenager who's maybe just, starting to learn some financial topics, or are you maybe a little later in life where, buying a house or maybe retirement info might be a little more relevant to you. So that's all that's happening there with that birth year. And then it's just going to start asking you different questions about, where you're at with your financial feelings. So I'm just going to kind of go through and answer these randomly, asking how easily you're distracted when it comes to financial matters. Do you have difficulty staying focused at work because you're thinking about financial matters? Have you delayed getting treatment for a health condition? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel exhausted by finances? Again, I'm just speeding through these pretty quickly, but
Mhm.
I encourage you to kind of take some time and really kind of think through your answers to each of those questions, because the more honestly you answer, the better it's able to personalize things for you. Here it's going to ask you, what is stressing you out the most when it comes to your personal finances. I'll just go ahead and, again, click some random ones here, but the way you answer these, again, is what it will use to kind of recommend really relevant topics for you. It'll ask, are you employed? Based on that, it'll be able to kind of personalize things for you. You're potentially looking for a new job. Where you're currently at, with savings and checkings. Do you have bank accounts set up? Do you have an emergency fund saved yet? Or is that something you might want to work on? Do you currently have a personal budget? How often are you using that? Do you have anyone who's relying on you for financial support? So parents, children, other family members, any debt that you may have? Are you currently able to, pay your monthly bills and expenses without going into debt? Do you know your credit score? Just kind of all of those basic
Mhm.
personal financial bits of info that, again, the more honestly you answer, the better it is able to personalize for you. Almost done here. Overall, this is a pretty um, quick survey. Again, just ask you to kind of really take some time and think through your answers to it to make sure that you're getting the content that is most relevant to you.
Mhm.
And that's going to help you, get to your goals the quickest, most easiest way. So he thought was asking kind of about retirement matches with an employer, asking about, do you plan to, maybe go into further education of any sort that you might need to pay for? Are you currently a student? And these questions that pop up are not going to be the same for everybody. The questions themselves will be personalized based on how you're answering. So you saw I kind of just answered the question about, maybe like, yes, education might be something in the future for me. So it asked a couple of follow-up questions about whether I'm currently a student or if I'll be a student soon. If you clicked no to education, you wouldn't see those student questions. So it really is all quite personalized for you. This is just kind of a fill in the blank question. If you have certain topics that you need help with regarding your finances, you can go in and fill in the blank there as well, or you can just skip it. And then it'll take all of that info that you gave it, really analyze where you're at. And based on that, it is going to start personalizing things for you. So now when we go back to your home dashboard, it's able to start setting more to-do lists or tasks for you. So now that we've filled out that questionnaire, we can go into get recommendations. And it would actually, oh, sorry, right down here below. It is recommending pieces of content that it thinks is most relevant for you based on how you answered that financial wellness check. I am, we've got some time here. I'll quick show you the money personality
Okay.
survey as well. This is another pretty quick one. And again, we'll just kind of fly through it pretty quickly. Again, this is one that's really important to be open and honest about so that you can understand your money habits the best you're able to. So I'll ask, about your spending habits. Do you think about the future when you're spending? Um, are you worrying about the future to plan too far in advance? Are you saving money? Are you willing to make sacrifices to be able to put more money in your savings account? Just again, click through these pretty quickly because this one is slightly longer. But when you go in and actually do it for the first time, again, encourage you to really read through all of them in depth, put some thought into it.
Would you recommend that, for married couples, they set up their own accounts for themselves?
Absolutely. Yeah, that was a great question. Because like I said, everyone has their own money personalities. So if, both spouse A and spouse B set up their own accounts and go through this process, they might understand or learn that they have very different money personalities, very different ways of looking at spending and financial decisions. And you'll see once I finish this up here, it goes through a really nice analysis. Well, it really breaks down those or breaks down your money personality and what that means to you. So yeah, if you have two spouses who have different money personalities, it can create a really good conversation for the two of you to be able to sit down and kind of say, well, this is why I look at this way, and this is why I view this way. And can really kind of help bring you to a better understanding of the other person that could then, maybe strengthen your household financial decisions. So perfect. I finished up that whole little questionnaire here. And now it's going to really break down my personality for me. So you'll be able to read through each of these different areas. So for my emotions type, it's discovered that based on how I answer those questions, I'm cautious with my emotions when it comes to spending and financial habits. So you can see there's about 60% of people are also the cautious type. And then it will break down, really what that means to be cautious. It'll break down the strengths in having a cautious type and the challenges as well, because there's always a flip side to everything. There's some pros and cons to both. So it will then recommend pieces of content for you as well. So for the cautious type who likes to really plan ahead and be prepared, really understanding your insurance needs can play well to that cautious type. So it would recommend that you take this course, and you'll now see that course pop up on the dashboard for you as a task to complete. So again, I'm not going to go into all of this super in depth, but you'd be able to click through each of these different pieces of it. So then for the outlook, you're confident in your financial skills. Not that many people are, it looks like. So yeah, you could read through each of this or each of these different kind of chapters that describe your money personality, describe where you're at. For right now, we'll just go back to the dashboard really quick. And then here on your dashboard, if you ever wanted to go back and access that money personality again, because you're like, oh, I don't remember why I was the way that I was, and I want to review that, you can go under Outlook. And up here at the top of Outlook, it breaks down each of those categories that go into your money personality. And then you can click into each of them to again kind of read that overview. So
nothing's carved in stone per se. You can go back, you have a change of heart about something,
Absolutely. Okay. And actually that financial checkup, the very first thing that we walked through together, it prompts you to do that the very first time you log in. And then it comes back up, I believe, every 6 months. It asks you to retake that personality or that checkup, because yeah, you might have lost a job or started a new job or had a new baby. Something might have changed in your life that has now had an impact on your finances and kind of where you're at. So yeah, it wants to check in with you about every 6 months to be able to kind of reevaluate, see where you're at, and then kind of re-personalize things for you. So kind of based on some of those changes, it might start recommending new pieces of content or new topics for you. So yes, it very much is all personalized. You can see here on this Outlook page as well, kind of based on how I answered those 2 questionnaires, it's figured out my stress score and how stressed finances might be making me. And you can see here, update available in 31 days. So again, it'll kind of reevaluate your financial stress score on about a monthly basis as you go through and are interacting with the site regularly to just kind of figure out, where you're at. And then over here on the stress progress, each month, as it kind of evaluates that stress score, it can show you, maybe you've had some things going on in your life, and over the past couple months, your stress has increased, or as you are using this website on a regular basis, you're gaining more knowledge. It recognizes when your stress is kind of going down because you're feeling more confident in your decisions and where you're at. So yeah, all personalized for you.
So I see the little pop-ups with the XP, the experience
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
on. And if you want to talk about that, that's kind of
Yeah, that's
interesting.
pretty cool, actually. So, as you're interacting with the site, you actually get kind of XP points for doing things. So, for taking those 2 different checkups we just did, we got some points. For every article you read, video you watch, thing that you check off your to-do list, you'll receive points. And you'll see up here in the upper left-hand corner, I'm at level 2 already, based on the points that I've earned just by that little bit of interaction. And then you can use those points to enter this Sprouts sweepstakes here. So I want to say it's, oh, you're putting me on the spot here. I want to say it's every 500 points that you earn. You can enter or put in an entry into the sweepstakes to actually win cash.
Okay.
And they do that on a monthly basis. So the more you're interacting with the website, the more points you earn, the more entries you can have into the sweepstakes. So it's
Nice.
kind of a pretty
Nice.
fun little feature of it. Yeah. If we jump back to our home screen here really quick, this is kind of your landing page for all things. So
Okay.
you can see over here on the right-hand side, daily tasks and monthly tasks. Once you go through and do these last 2 little welcome bits, so reading through this welcome message and then kind of setting your streak goal, it'll start recommending tasks over here for you to do. So it when I was talking about, the personality types, and it popped up as for the cautious type, it recommends taking this insurance course. That would then pop up over here in your to-do tasks as a recommended action that it thinks could really benefit for you. So this is just a nice landing page to be able to see what content it thinks is most relevant for you and which tasks you can be completing. If those tasks that's recommending don't sound the most interesting to you, or you want to just go explore things on your own, that's where you can go under this topics tab up at the top. Um, and you can see all the different topics that there is content related to. So if you have something that's on your mind that you're worried about or want to learn more, you can go click into these topics. So for example, if you want to start learning more about wills because you think you might want to get a will created, you can click in to that topic and it will pull up all of the content that's available for you. So different videos that you can watch that'll break down different aspects of that topic, articles that you can read, courses would all be here kind of under that topic for you. Or if we go back up to that topics tab at the top, you could also break it down by ways to learn. Because like I said, I know everyone learns in a different way. So if you're someone who really wants to take a course that combines a combination of video and articles and tests for you to kind of test your knowledge, you can go into courses and walk through one of these. So, if you want to learn about buying a home and understanding mortgage, you'll see it takes about 40 minutes to walk through that whole course and all the pieces of content that are a part of it. Or if you just want to quickly access an easy hands-on tool, you can do that by going under the tools section. So if you want to, create a personalized budget for yourself, you can click in to that budget tool, where it will ask you, about your income, your savings goals, kind of your bills for the month, and you'll be able to kind of fill all of this out, and it will create a personalized budget for you. So, like I said, there's something out there for everybody. It's a really cool tool that has a lot of really good content. Like I said, different ways to learn. Um, this dashboard is so helpful because it will just pull up the tasks for you or the pieces of content that it thinks is most relevant to really make things easy for you to just be able to, maybe come in here once a week, once a month, and just complete a couple of the tasks on your to-do list. So you're just constantly learning, your financial skills are constantly growing, evolving, to really hopefully help you gain more financial knowledge and achieve whatever goals that it is that you have for yourself in terms of finances. So really encourage you to come out and start using this platform on a regular basis. Tell your friends, your family, people at your work. Our goal really is just to get as many North Dakotans as possible using the platform. Because we really want to be able to spread that word, get this resource in as many hands as possible, so that it, can help you out with wherever you're at, and help you achieve those goals, and hopefully help us achieve our goal of making North Dakota the most financially literate state in the country. We've got a lot of really great things going for us here in North Dakota, and we just think this is kind of one more resource that's gonna, just help us kind of keep that momentum going as a really great state. So
I just love it that, you can just step into this from any part of your life experience, your walk of life. You're just, just starting out, a college graduate, high school graduate, or all the way up to, someone who's on the verge of retirement, yeah, amazing. I'll be a big advocate for this, most definitely, with my clients.
wonderful. We appreciate it.
Now, locating this, the website,
Yes,
where's it
it was
located
just
again?
smartwithmymoney.nd.gov.
No fees or anything?
Nope, completely free. Like I said, you just create that account with your username and password the first time. And yeah, completely free. All of your info is secure. So you don't need to worry about, when you're putting in, income levels or any financial info. That is all very secure, not being used to market anything to you, not being sold to third parties. So no need to worry about any of that.
Peace of mind, definitely for
Absolutely.
them. So, oh yeah. So I will definitely put this out there to all of my clients and would-be clients. We get a lot of followers on our social media, so I'm definitely want to get the word out more. And just in terms from what you guys are on your side of the business here, how much how many applicants, or can you disclose that? How many North Dakotans have hopped on board? Have you seen a step up or
Yeah,
leveling off, or
absolutely.
where are you at? Where are we at as North
Yeah, great
Dakotans?
question. So we officially launched the platform in April because April is Financial Literacy Month. So we thought, perfect time
Sure.
to kind of kick things off. Um, and since we launched in April, we've seen a steady uptick in users. We're at, oh, I'm not going to know exact numbers, but we kind of started out, that first week with a couple hundred, and we're into the thousands now of
Awesome.
regular users. So it's pretty cool to see.
Mhm. Awesome. Wow. Uh, Now, does it run on just algorithms, or is there an AI aspect to this? Because it just seems it's like a living thing almost when you go in there, and it's intuitive, and it
Yeah,
responds back to you.
great
Amazing.
question. So as far as the type of content that it is recommending, that sort of thing, that is all just kind of based on a bit of an algorithm. Um, yeah, the way you answer questions, it
Okay.
kind of populates based on that. But I didn't point it out when I was sharing there, but there is a small AI aspect in the terms of you being able to ask questions in real time. So there's kind of up in the corner, I believe it's kind of a little chat bot type thing where if you have a question or are looking for, a specific answer on something, you can kind of ask that little AI chatbot, and it will answer back to you.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. And that seems to be kind of a more and more a usual thing. When you visit any website, there's that little box pop up. And if you have a question, I always wonder, am I talking to an AI bot thing or am I talking to a real person? But sometimes when you get into it, it's almost like you can't tell the difference. You don't know, so it is amazing where we've come and the technology here. And now this is all Bank of North Dakota or this
yeah,
which department are you in?
Yes, so I work for Bank of North Dakota, and we were kind of the ones to bring the idea of this platform, and we're kind of the ones doing a lot of the administration of it. But overall, this actually is a state of North Dakota program. So we have many state agencies who have kind of partnered alongside us to be able to offer this platform to our citizens. So, we have for example, the treasurer is fully on board. We have North Dakota University System is helping distribute it to the students, in the
Oh,
colleges.
wow.
We've
Awesome.
got Department of Public Instruction is using it in the classrooms, in the high school level. So really
Big,
overall is a collaborative state
yeah.
of North Dakota program.
So it's a whole, I mean, that's a big buy-in right there. All of these different entities and oh yeah, most definitely. So I have one more question. So, for myself, my background, I come from the economic development, working with our entrepreneurs, helping them with their business plans. Could we ever see something like this for them, for entrepreneurs? I mean, this would be kind of cool for an aspiring entrepreneur to go to a website like this with all this interactivity and I have a question about, marketing or whatnot, you name it, how do I start a business? Oh my God, this kind of a setup like this would be perfect for that. And I don't know, maybe the powers that be, at Bank of North Dakota or the state, maybe they'll see something like this because I know the state is really big on economic development, so they are. So,
Yeah,
and I don't
absolutely. And
know, I know I'm throwing you that question and that may be beyond, and that may be down the road, but it would be really cool to see something like that, in this kind of a format.
Yeah, it would be. We don't obviously currently have anything that's solely entrepreneurship like this. However, under that topic section, there is a topic related to
Oh,
entrepreneurship. So you can use this platform a little
okay.
bit, and there are kind of a variety of videos, articles on entrepreneurship, at least some of the basics to at least get you started.
Excellent. Well, I'll definitely check that one out. Definitely. So, well, Rachel, wonderful presentation. Is there anything else you want to add or close up with today?
No, nothing really. Again, just encourage you to hopefully start using it, help spread the word to anyone else who you think it might be relevant for. And if anyone ever has any questions about the platform, how to use it, you can definitely feel free to reach out to us at Bank of North Dakota at any point. Like I said, my name is Rachel LaForce, so you can just look for me on the website and reach out with anything that you might need.
Excellent, excellent. Well, folks, everyone who had the opportunity to watch the video today, we thank you for visiting. Catch us on Facebook, Instagram. Our website is the www.ndnativecenter.org. Come and visit us. If you have any questions, again, my name is Brek Maxon, Business and Finance Advisor over here at the Native American Development Center, 701-712-7284. So thank you again, Rachel. We really appreciate your time today, and we look forward to hopping on that website and playing around with it again. So again, folks, thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.